Hey, it's me, Fish, your host for Ugly Red, Source of All Evil. And this is my Scream Factory tag video. I was tagged by Cashier1, and even if he didn't tag me, I probably would have done it anyway. And speaking of tagging, I don't know who to tag, so if any of you people who are watching this video want to do it. But just make sure that go into my description and copy and paste the questions and the creators of the tag to get them acknowledged. Because normally these kind of things you got to tag people so they can do it. But I don't know who to tag, honestly, because most of the people that I think I would have tagged probably have already done it. As a matter of fact, like Cashier1, for example, he's already done it, and he tagged me, so I can't tag him back. But anyway, so this is a tag video, and it's a Scream Factory tag about the horror offshoot of Shout Factory. Something on my glasses there. It's 10 questions, and it's created by Outlaw of the Dead, Dr. Movie 91, Jeff Van Tor, Slasher Junkie, and Bearded Slasher. They all are the creators, and I will, of course, leave their YouTube links in the description. So let's get to the first question, which is, what was my first Scream Factory purchase? I would show it, but I no longer have it. My first Scream Factory purchase, and when I bought it, I didn't even realize, Scream Factory was a thing. But I bought it simply because it had the Dungeon Master on it, and it was an all-night horror marathon. I believe it was Volume 2 that had the Dungeon Master, because it had the R-rated version of the Dungeon Master with the nudity and everything at the beginning. They eventually released that onto Blu-ray, but this was a DVD-only release at the time, and they didn't release the all-night horror marathon on Blu-ray. They released the individual movies. There were 4 movies on it, and all 4 of those movies, well, I'm not sure of all 4, but most of them anyway, had been later released by Scream Factory on Blu-ray. So anyway, so that was basically my first actual purchase from Scream Factory, because I had never really paid attention to who they were. I'm sure I've seen their past releases and all that, and I'm pretty sure that's my first release that I bought from them. Some of these that I'm going to show you, I'm not sure if they came out before or after that, but because a lot of my Scream Factory purchases were way later than when they were originally released, so that could be it. But anyway, so my the second question is, how did you first find out about Scream Factory? Well, see my previous answer. Never really heard of them, and then I got that Horror-thon DVD, and it was by Scream Factory, and eventually I found out more about Scream Factory. I saw things on Facebook of, pre-order this, that, and the other thing, and, so, yeah. So I guess that's how I found out about it. Number 3, what's your favorite Scream Factory artwork? All right. Now, this is well, coughing is different than yawning, right? But it's kind of a tie. I was having trouble deciding what my favorite artworks were, because there's a lot of good artworks. Silent Night, Deadly Night, for example. The Exorcist 3. The upcoming Trick or Treat. Critters is also upcoming. Night of the Demons and all that. But I chose, I guess, not a popular opinion or whatever. I don't know. It is my opinion. Nobody has to agree or disagree or whatever. So my favorite artworks is tie between the Carrie alternate artwork and Pumpkinhead. Yes, this is the alternate artwork that came with the pre-order of the limited edition, because it comes with 2 posters and 2 slipcovers. This is the alternate artwork slipcover. The regular artwork slipcover is awesome too, but I prefer this one. And if you were to order this now, because the limited edition ones were sold out, you would get the regular cover. I'm not sure if the slipcovers are still available with it, but if they are, then you would get the regular one. So, and of course, this is the original Pumpkinhead. So, those are my favorite artworks. Now, what's your least favorite blind buy? Alright, I don't really have that much as far as blind buys go, because almost every single Scream Factory product I bought was a movie I've already seen before. Whether it was in the theater or on a VHS or DVD release back in the day. So, really don't have that much to choose from as far as blind buys go. But I was able to pick one for each, a favorite and a least favorite. So my favorite blind buy, and if you don't know what blind buy is, it just means it's a movie or whatever that you've never seen before, but you went ahead and bought it anyway, hoping that you'll like it. And what I did was I got Evil Speak. They had a sale a while back, and they were selling this for like $12 or something like that during that sale. And I said, might as well get it. It looks pretty cool. And it is. I mean, it's cheesy, obviously. It's got Clint Howard. He's the main character that basically summons the devil or whatever it is through the computer so he could, seek revenge on the bullies. It's been a while since I've seen it, to tell you the truth. Well, it's been a while since I ordered it. But, anyway, Evil Speak is my favorite blind buy. It was something I'd never seen before that I went ahead and bought anyway. Now, my least favorite is going to be a very unpopular opinion. That is The Babadook. Now, this is that special edition slipcover one where it pops up. Tons of people love this movie. I thought it was a little bit boring. Now, it was interesting enough where I was able to watch the whole thing. If it was like totally boring, I probably wouldn't have finished it. But it was interesting. I gotta give that credit where credit is due. It's not a bad movie in any sense. It's just not a good movie that really got my attention. There were good parts, but there were a lot more boring parts, in my opinion. I had never seen it before, and I went ahead and bought it as a blind buy, and it became my least favorite out of my blind buys. Like I said, I know a lot of people like it, but excuse me, I didn't dislike it, but I didn't like it enough to warrant it as a worthy purchase. And I know that a few months back, maybe even sometime last year, I don't remember, OutlawOfTheDead included a regular version of that. Well, basically, this limited edition is just the same. It's a regular version, it's just a different slipcover. So OutlawOfTheDead included the Babadook in one of their horror packs, Blu-ray horror packs a while back. So I got 2 copies now. But no big deal. Okay, and so what's your favorite non-collector's edition? And I would have to say The Car. I love this movie. I seen it back when I was a rug rat. Well, not really a rug rat, because let me see, what year did it come out? It came out in '77, so I was 6 years old, going on 7 when it came out. And I'm not quite sure, honestly. I don't remember if my mom took me to see it in the theaters or if I didn't see it until later in the '80s when it was on cable. So I'm not really sure when the first time I seen it, but regardless, when I did see it, I loved it. I had gotten the VHS a long time ago, back in VHS days, and then I got the DVD back in DVDs days, but I don't have those either anymore. And then eventually, Scream Factory put out the car on Blu-ray, and I was like, yeah, got to get it. So I pre-ordered it. It didn't come with the slipcover because it's not a collector's edition. It did come with a poster, which is back on the wall somewhere. Yeah, it's back there. I don't know how I could point, but yeah, you can see it right back there somewhere. Anyway, yeah. So that's my favorite non-collector's edition. And my favorite double feature is, I don't know why I didn't grab it, but it's the Troll. Actually, it's right here. Hold on. Don't mean to run over you, pups. Y'all in the way, pups. Y'all in the way. No, I'm not going out. Yeah. Troll 2. And this is the out of print one because it comes with Best Worst Movie DVD. So if you order this now from Scream Factory, you only get the double feature Blu-ray. You don't get the bonus Best Worst Movie documentary with it. But this is my favorite double feature. Let me see. Dream Scream Factory release. What do you think, China Bell? Showed you guys my new dog, right? I don't know. Anyway, I got my cord hooked up to charge while I'm recording, so I can't really pick it up to show you. But anyway, so the Dream Scream Factory would probably be, I don't know, collector's editions of the other sequels to Silent Night, Deadly Night. Because part 2 is coming out at the end of this year in the collector's edition. So I'd like to see the craptacular sequels. Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 3, Part 4, Initiation, Part 5, The Toy Maker. That'd be cool. Or the rest of the Child's Play franchise in collector's editions. Also, now these following movies I would like to see in Scream Factory collector's editions. However, I don't know the companies or whatnot that handle the rights, so I don't know if they'd even be able to get them if they wanted to get them. Twilight Zone the movie. Just wants to be petted. Let me see. Dang, I had some more. Oh, the Ghoulies sequels, but I think Vestron might be doing them because, of course, Scream Factory released Part 1 and Part 2. So Vestron may release Ghoulies 3 and Ghoulies 4 eventually on their Vestron Collector's Edition series. But if they don't, maybe Scream Factory can get them. Trick or Treat, the 1980s movie with the cameos by Ozzy Osbourne as a preacher and Gene Simmons as a radio disc jockey. I'm already going at 14 minutes plus, so I really can't think of any more that I'd like for a Scream Factory Dream release. Anyway, the biggest surprise from Scream or Shout Factory that they have released or have announced. The biggest surprise as far as announcements go was that Critters box set coming out. I didn't think they were going to announce that, but they did, and I pre-ordered it. and it's all 4 movies. And yeah, I guess that's the biggest surprise announcement. Maybe I just had a in my head a second ago. Anyway, that's one I can think of right now. If you have any franchise turned into a box set from Scream Factory, what would you pick? Child's Play, The Ghoulies, Texas Chainsaw Massacres, I don't know. So there's so many, and I know a lot of them. They probably wouldn't even be able to get anywhere near the rights again, like say the Friday the 13th, which has been released on Blu-ray box sets, but they've not been the best box sets out there. Okay, and my favorite Scream Factory, which is the final question, is a big box set, the Halloween box set. Now they released 2 of these. This is the 15-disc version, which is out of print, and you'll spend close to $200 or not, or more, on eBay or whatever if you want to get it. Excuse me. But there's a regular, like 30-something dollar 10-disc version. It's got all the same movies, except it doesn't have all the special feature discs like this one does. So this is by far my favorite franchise box set release of any company. Not just Scream Factory, but any company. It happens to be Scream Factory, so it makes it into the best. This is how they need to do all the future box set for franchises, whether it be Texas Chainsaw, whether it be Nightmare on Elm Street, which has had a box set, but a lot of those, like Part 1 and Part 2, had maybe their own disc, but then 3 and 4 had its own disc. I mean, together, both on one disc and whatnot. They need to do individuals like this one, Part 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with Child's Play. They need to do box set like this. All future franchise box sets should be like this. Friday the 13th, whatever. This is the way I would want it. But I don't want those stupid crappy, like they have here, those crappy eco discs. I'm having a hard time finding black cases to replace these ones, because these are all eco, whatever you want to call it, discs that I will be throwing away and fucking up the environment with, because I do not like them. They're not good for collectors because, well, they got the big holes in them, and they can scratch up your disc or your artwork, the sleeve. You don't want that. So, and they're very flimsy. I don't want that either. So, but anyway, that's the Scream Factory tag, going on damn near 20 minutes. Sorry about that. Yeah, just thanks to Cashier One for tagging me. And make sure you check out the channels. I haven't even checked out the channels of the people who created them. And I'm about to do that after I upload this and whatnot. So if you feel like doing this tag video, go for it. You don't have to be tagged by me, because I don't know who to tag, like I said. So, but it's, that's it for this one. Okay, until next time. Adios.